See what's happening here.
Tuesday. I love your
Yay.
sweater too, Susan. You look so cozy.
Well, so do you. I mean, do we plan this, do you think?
Maybe.
All right. Okay, well, I think we're going to get started, Miss Amanda. I know we got some agents coming on, and we're so happy to see everybody today. Hello, spoiled agents.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I'm going to record this just in case we need to refer back to it. So our spoiled agents have any questions, we can have that answered, which is
Absolutely.
great. All right. Well, I like to say welcome, Amanda. We have a really good friend of ours here at Spoiled Agent. I think almost all of you know Amanda Morris, the Director of Field Sales for US and Canada for Playa Hotels and Resorts. Amanda, welcome.
Thank you. I'm always so excited to be a part of anything you guys at Spoiled Agent do. So thank you for the invitation and good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Well, we're so happy that you're here, and we know we've got a lot of great questions because you guys have a new partnership that is starting, and we're really excited for that for you guys as well. And we know, like, some of the spoiled agents have actually come to us with questions, of course, about aging cash, where you are now, and rebranding hotels, things like that. So I think we should maybe, do you want to just get started and we'll go with any questions?
Absolutely. And yeah, I think first and foremost too, Susan, just for all the advisors listening, just, feel free to reach out with any questions you have. You have an amazing support team, with your BDMs and inside sales and myself. So we're always happy if there's ever any confusion. But yeah, it's been a very big and very exciting year for us at Playa. And again, just thank you to everybody who's been, along for the ride with us. We were, as most of you know, I'm sure everybody knows by now, we were acquired by Hyatt officially in June. We knew about it earlier in the year, that it was going to be happening in February. It was actually officially announced, but it finalized in June. So we are now part of the Hyatt family, which is super exciting. We were the very first, Playa was the first to bring the first global hotel brand into the all-inclusive space with our Hyatt Zilara Cancun. So, we've been very close with the Hyatt organization for so many years since, we opened that property back in 2013. So, yeah, we're excited. It's official in June and there's, obviously, a lot of changes. There's going to still be changes to come. So we don't have all of the answers yet, but I think the most important message is that, everything is just really, they're taking their time to, make sure that the right things are happening and the right, changes are taking place. And yeah, I mean, it's exciting. We're excited to see what the future holds for us.
Well, and I mean, that is exciting. Two amazing brands coming together. I think that's just like, amazing for everyone, all the travel agents out there, for you guys as well. So maybe let's start with, like, for the Hyatt acquisition, where are you guys at now? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
starting
So
today, what's happening?
yeah, perfect question. And I'm so glad you said, two amazing brands coming together because I was actually just lucky enough to attend the Hyatt Inclusive Collections Confidant Connect event. I just flew home last night and
Oh,
that
wow.
was my message. I was given the opportunity to go on stage and speak to those top advisors and the acquisition and our new relationship with Hyatt Inclusive and being part, I should say. It's not really a relationship. We are Hyatt Inclusive Collection. So we're part of that family now. And what I said to them on stage was, the theme was clear horizons. And I thought, what was so interesting is that, whoever would have thought, to me, clear horizons is, anything's possible. There's, the future is clear and bright, and there's so many possibilities. And whoever would have thought that, everyone's two favorite brands, and I'm going to say that confidently because they've been huge competition of ours for so many years. But, two favorite brands come together as one. And, I think that just gives so many opportunities for the advisors. It's confusing in the moment more so of, what BDM covers what, but so much less confusion in the sense that we're all Hyatt Inclusive Collection now, right? You can find all of our properties in the same portal, and I know we'll talk about that. But yeah, so right now there's been obviously there's a lot of steps, there's a lot of departments, there's a lot of processes with an acquisition of bringing two big organizations, two public organizations together as one. So not much has changed with our field sales. We're still, we have our Playa portfolio, Hyatt Inclusive has theirs, but we are one. And I think we're going to start to see how that's going to, sort of come together more in the new year. So we don't
Okay.
know all the answers, but we know that, we've got two amazing teams and the future is going to be incredible for all of us, I'm sure.
And I think you're transitioning over with emails as well over to one, things like that as well, right?
Yeah, so we migrated over probably about a month ago now. So all of our emails are, at Hyatt.com. So if you're emailing playaresorts.com, that's okay for now. It is going to still come over to us, but if everyone could get into the habit of, at Hyatt.com, then that's going to be the best way to get through to all of us.
Okay, fantastic. And I have to go back to a long, long time ago when you first started with Playa Resorts. You taught me the Ziva and the Zalara, how you remember it once the shorter name. Okay,
Yes.
Ziva is for the little kids, like family,
Yep.
and Zalara is for the adults. So that was one of the sales tips you taught me back in the day, and I'll never forget it. So great brand, great tools that you guys always offer everyone for sure. And I know you both have fantastic properties. So maybe can you kind of talk to us a little bit about is a rebranding with hotels? How's that going to work?
Yeah, so we definitely obviously, we had taken on a lot of different brands under the Playa portfolio for many years. We had some great partnerships and that all started with Hyatt, right? We did such an incredible job representing those Hyatt all-inclusives that we started to partner with other brands and help them, sort of establish in the all-inclusive space. So, yes, when we did officially become part of the Hyatt family, we did have to rebrand some of those properties. So now if you go under, our portfolio, everything you see is part of the Hyatt Inclusive Collection brand of resorts. So we now have, our Secrets La Romana and our Dreams La Romana. We have now our Sunscape Cancun. So we have, the one property that we still have is our Jewel Grand. So that's not part of, it is part of it. It is, of course, part of our portfolio, but it doesn't have a different name yet. And that's, of course, because it's not another global brand. So we were able to kind of keep that as Jewel Grand until we, can identify what the best fit is for that property. But now it's all of those brands. So again, like I said, there is a little bit of confusion. So for the advisors listening, I just want you to not worry. And that's been my message for months now is don't get confused. Don't worry. Just keep doing what you do and sell the amazing properties that you sell. And if you have questions, we're all one family. So reach out to, if you know who the BDM for that property is, then obviously that's who you're going to go to. If you don't know, just reach out to who your contact is. And, it's our service from the heart that's going to figure out exactly who, needs to take care of you. So don't get confused. Don't worry. At the end of the day, as long as everybody's taken care of, that's all that matters. And you'll leave that up to us and our team, and we'll make sure that, everybody's taken care of.
Well, that's great. And you guys are a great support to all of the agents out there. We know that you guys are so responsive. You answer so quickly. We know, we hear that they love you guys. And, sometimes change can be good, right? Like it could be a good thing for everybody.
Yes, and there's lots of, it's Hyatt is a huge, huge brand, right? And there's a lot of expectation with that. And I think, we've been partnered with Hyatt for so many years, and that has been our brand for, I've been here 11 years, and it's those brands that I think have really put us where we are and put us in the position that we're in, along with these other resorts. So there's a huge expectation. The guests expect, a lot from the Hyatt portfolio, and we've always been able to deliver that. So that's just going to continue.
Oh, amazing. Well, and I think like the burning question travel agents really want to know is about So sunsetting agent cash plus and shifting to the confidant rewards.
Yes.
So how
Yes.
will that marry each other?
Yeah, so we've really spent a lot of time, reviewing both programs. And I say that as being part of that process. Obviously, I've been here a long time. I've been very involved in the Agent Cash program. So I can confidently say that both programs were reviewed side by side, to determine what really was going to be the best for the advisors. At the end of the day, we want it to be a program that they're going to benefit from. So we did announce that we are sunsetting, so hopefully everybody has heard. We've been trying to make sure it's going out every which way, so there's nothing that falls between the cracks. But so yeah, officially as of January 1st, we will no longer have an agent cash incentive program. So if any bookings traveling January 1st onwards, any advisors listening, you're going to want to make sure you go into Confidant Rewards to register those bookings. Now, if you have bookings already in Agent Cash and they're traveling this year, 2025, over the next couple of weeks, if they start travel this year, then you're going to redeem those through Agent Cash. So we're going to make sure that if they, even if they're traveling over festive, maybe they're traveling on the 28th and they come back on the 2nd, we're still going to count that as Agent Cash and we're going to be ready to redeem as soon as travel's complete. And then they have until, or those of you listening, you have until January 9th to cash out all of your points. And that is a hard stop. January 9th is a hard stop. If there are points in there on January 10th, they're going to disappear and there's nothing we can do about it. So, we try to be very fair and we, over the years have made little exceptions here on there on little things and certain things. There's unfortunately no exceptions on this one. It is closed as of January 9th. So, one really important thing though, Susan, is that if clients have bookings, agents have bookings in Agent Cash now for travel in 2026, we're going to migrate everything over for you. So you don't have to go back into now Confidant Rewards and re-register it, provided this is the big thing is that your login information is the same. Because sometimes we have advisors that have a personal email that they use, and sometimes they use their work email. And if those emails are not the same in both systems, we won't recognize that those points now belong to that person over there. So I would say, guys, we've got a few weeks left. Go in, log into both accounts, make sure everything's the same. If you're a big Playa supporter and you don't have an account in HIC in the Confidant Rewards, now's the time to go in, set up your account, make sure you're all set, and yeah, we're excited. There's a lot of options in the Confidant Rewards program that we didn't have at Agent Cash. So, in our program, you could redeem for nights, you could redeem for cash, which was obviously great. Most people wanted to do nights, but over on Confidant Rewards, you can redeem for merchandise, you can redeem for, spa services if you're in destination. You can
Ooh.
actually redeem for spa services for your guests or, different things. So maybe you have a VIP client that's going down, or maybe there's a couple celebrating and you a birthday, whatever it is, someone that you want to do something a little bit special for, you can actually use your points and redeem those points to do something for them if you want. You don't have to. If you
Well,
want
but
the
that's a good idea
AirPods.
because maybe there's a time you're not going to be able to travel, and you won't be able to use those points for yourself, and you don't want them to go, to waste, let's say. So
Absolutely.
why not, keep them going? And I think that's the gift that keeps on going. Like if you can hand that over to your client, we
Yes.
all know little things go a long, long way, right?
Well, absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head when you said sometimes you have points that you're not going to be able to use. I can't tell you how many times I hear, I have so many points, I'll never be able to use them all, which I mean is amazing because that means these are big supporters. So thank you. But yeah, I mean, but like I said, do some Christmas shopping with your points. Do some, gift shopping throughout the year. You can buy appliances. When I was looking at the list, I'm like, I can buy a new stove if I want to, so the list is endless. You can use your points for so many things over there. So
Wow, that's great.
Yes,
And this is a good time of the year too to kind of tidy things up for yourself. It's the end of the year, get things organized. Don't miss those dates, right? Like those are
exactly.
crucial dates. And like you said, you guys are always so good at, accommodating with little, favors and things like that. But when there's like acquisitions going through, like there has to be hard stops. And I'm
Yes.
sure our spoiled agents out there understand all that too.
Yeah, and one thing too that we did, which we've gotten some really positive feedback on, is we have reduced. So normally in the past, you've had to have a minimum of 100 points to redeem, and it had to be in increments of 100.
Mm,
So for this, we've changed it. We've gone down to a minimum of 50, and you can cash out any amount. So as long as you have at least 50 points. So for example, in the past, if you had maybe 152 points, just say you'd only be able to redeem 100 points. But
mm.
now, because you have over 50, you can redeem for the entire 152 points. So as long as you have 50 or more, you can redeem for the entire amount. So there's been some really great feedback on that. So we're trying to do the best that we can to make sure everybody's, able to take advantage and get what they earned. So
For sure. Oh, that's amazing. Well,
yes,
I look forward to all the great things to come. I'm sure you guys all do as well. And maybe it's a learning curve, but that's okay because you guys, it's all going to be amazing with great brands, the two great brands, of course, that we
yep,
also love here at Spoiled Agent. And we're really happy to have this time with you, Amanda, to go over everything so our Spoiled Agents have a little more clarity because this is new for everyone, right?
exactly. Yeah. And like I said, guys, anybody listening now or rewatching this later, nothing changes in terms of the amazing support you have from our team, the HIC team. We've been working together so closely, having the Hyatts in our portfolio that we really are one family already. And I think, as we move on and things continue to transition, we're just going to become closer. So just reach out to any one of us and we're always going to be happy to take care of you.
Well, I like the word you keep saying confidant. You're confidant that everything's going to be great and you're looking after all the spoiled agents. So that's
Yes.
fantastic. Well, Amanda, amazing to meet with you. We know you're a very busy lady on the go, of course. You're, of course, a travel professional in this great industry of ours, an icon, let's say. You're a mom, you're busy, you're doing the whole thing. So we're really, really happy to have time with you today. And our spoiled agents that joined us as well, or again, like you said, tuning in a little bit later. Thanks for the clarity on everything. And again, you can always reach out to their team if you have any more questions, right, Amanda?
Yeah, absolutely, Susan. And thank you. Thank you, Kelly, Spoiled Agent, the whole team. We love you guys and your support and always doing such an amazing job of giving us a platform to, speak. But like I said at the beginning, I just love chatting with you guys too. So I mean, it's great that the advisors get to hear and we get to share the messaging, but any time that I get to spend with you guys is always a treat as well. So thank you.
Right. No problem. We have our cozy fireside chat that we like the cozy atmosphere with our
I love
friends.
it. Yeah.
Amazing. Amanda, thanks again. And all of our spoiled agents out there, we'll talk with